Okay. Oop. There we go. Okay. Um, let's continue the main quest for Heavensward. Okay. Okay, let's go.
I want the defenses of the outer ward rechecked. See to it that the ballistas are in good repair and supplied with enough ammunition for a prolonged siege.
At once, my lord.
Ah, 'twould seem I have visitors. And unlike those massing beyond our walls, these ones are welcome.
Pray forgive us for interrupting you in the midst of your preparations, Sir Emmerich, but our suit concerns the impending assault. To speak plain, we believe there is a chance the invasion might be halted before it even begins. I can divulge little more at this time, but I must nevertheless request that you advise the Holy See to refrain from launching any preemptive sorties whilst we seek to put our plans in motion.
I will gladly lend my support to any endeavor that could spare the blood of my countrymen, but I would know more of the cause you would have me champion. Will you not share aught of this mysterious undertaking?
Know that I have offered my lance to aid in this endeavor. I cannot claim that its success is assured, but our actions should serve to delay Nidhogg's advance at the very least. Which is more than can be said for the ill-conceived counterattack advocated by the sea's more vocal crusaders. They offer glorious death, but little hope of victory.
Aye, their proposal does not inspire confidence. Our resources should rightly be spent shoring up the city's defenses. The Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light sallying forth together to face the dread worm Nidhogg. I must admit the mere thought of it does much to dispel my misgivings. Go then, carry out your plan. I shall do what I can for you within the Holy See.
Nice. Okay. Having secured Sir Emmerich's support, we may proceed without fear of a preemptive Ishgardian attack, which is not to say we can afford to deter. History tells us that the Drevonians will attack as soon as their horde reaches a critical size. Before that happens, we must needs track down and win over the Lady Iceheart, and then locate and parley with Nidhogg. In short, time is against us. If you are ready, Estinian, let us about our task. Let us be about our task. Let's go.
Such commotion.
Yes, Your Eminence. The bells of the Observatorium warn of our enemy's approach.
dragons are coming. Let them come, in their hundreds and their thousands. With the divine blade in our hands, we shall rend their flesh and drown the heretics in their master's blood. Even Nidhogg and his foul brood shall be powerless to resist us. And when we have rid the world of their pestilence, we shall turn our attention to our Ascian allies. See that they are suitably rewarded for their invaluable assistance.
If I may, Your Eminence, the Paragons wield powers strange and unknowable. Can we be certain that they will not see through our deception?
We can be certain of naught save the righteousness of our cause. If you would be a true leader of men, you must possess conviction as well as caution. We seek to excise the root of an evil that has blighted us for 1,000 years. The risk is worth the reward.
And what of Estinian and this Warrior of Light? They have plans of their own.
Leave them to their purpose. We must each play the role we have been given. You and your chosen brothers most of all.
For the glory of King Thordan.
Okay. The fuck? Okay. Before we set forth, we must need information. We must needs inform Tataru of our plans. I shall await you at Saint Renet's Forum. Tell your friend we may be sometime. The road you have chosen is neither short nor easy. Of that I need no reminding. Come, let us head back to Fortant Manor. Yes. Let us teleport back to the manor. Here. Our course is set, Tataru. It may be sometimes before Aitana and I return to Ishgard. Well, just be careful, alright? Oh, and don't worry about me. I'll be busy listening out for news of our lost friend. If anyone can find them, it is you, Tataru. Farewell for now. Oh, before you go, you must put this on, Alfino. I made it specially. I made it specially. Specifically. Yeah. Oh no, I couldn't possibly. Very well. New outfit. By the 12. It fits perfectly. And the quality is actually rather good. I'm glad you like it. I've been practicing my needlework while I listen to rumors and the like. A good receptionist is always learning new skills. Thank you, Tataru. Whatever else awaits me upon the road, I shall I shall not fear the cold. It was the least I could do. Now, I must be getting back to the tavern, or I'll never catch up with all the gossip. Best of luck on your journey. Okay. Where is the... Back down. Have you said you have said your farewells then? Aye, we are ready to depart. I suggest we begin our search for Lady Iceheart without delay. Very well, but she will prove an elusive quarry. Where do you intend to start looking? In the absence of any fresh intelligence on... Whoa. Yeah, it's, her movement. I'm assuming it's her. I propose we pick up the trail where she was encountered last, in the Curtis Western Highlands. Let us speak with Sir Redwall, was it? As the commander of Falcon's Nest, it is like that he will know if any heretic activity has been reported in the area. Okay. Well, mistress, what business brings you back to Falcon's Nest? Judging by the company you keep, it cannot be trifling matter. The Azure Dragoon, and I know, of course, but I do not believe I have met this young gentleman. Alphen Reveilleur, at your service. And you are not mistaken as the gravity of our mission, Sir Redwall. I am sure you are aware, the Observatorium has warned that the Dravanian gather for another assault. We believe there may yet be a way to avert the coming conflict, but only if we can find the elusive Lady Iceheart. Damn, having a hard time with elusive for some reason. Thus, we have come to Falcon's Nest in the hope of acquiring the latest intelligence on the heretics' movements. I see. Then you would be best served by speaking directly to my men. A patrol is due to return from its sweep of the surrounding lands at any moment. You may also wish to question the knights assigned to pick over the remains of the heretic refuge at Gorgon Mills. It is possible that they have unearthed information that could be of use to you. Mistress Eleanor knows well that place I speak of, but was she who first discovered it? Let us divide our forces then. I will stay and wait the return of the patrol while the two of you visit the refuge. When I have completed my inquiries, I will join you there. Wise of you, yeah? Okay. Come, I am eager to learn what Cerebral men have found in the heretic's lair. Okay. Yep, it's miles away. Our findings, you say. There is something of a tale. Okay. No sooner we had chanced upon a promising looking sheaf of letters, then we were ambushed from the shadows by the great white beast. It would seem the heretics foresaw our coming and left behind their pets to discourage further investigation. Several of our number were badly wounded. You cannot carry out your duties until the creatures are slain. We have not the time to wait for reinforcements. Let us deal with these pets ourselves. Let's go. Okay. Just go forward. Okay. Okay, that was easy. The beasts are slain then? My thank, Mr. Sedinor. We may return to our duty without fear of mauling. Of a mauling. You wish to track down Lady Iceheart. Is it not so? The records we discovered ere those beasts mauled my comrades. What? The records we discovered ere those beasts mauled my comrades appear to be some manner of correspondence. We had not the luxury of pursuing their contents more closely. Intent as we were surviving an onslaught of fang and claw, but I'd wager those epistles contain more than friendly salutations betwixt. What the fuck is that word? Betwixt lonely heretics. My interrogation of the patrol proved fruitless. Either we divine some clue forth from the letters, or we wander the snowfields and pray that the gods lead us right to Iceheart's door. It is hardly a choice at all. Okay, so collect the letters. You have recovered much of the heretics' correspondence. Have you recovered much of the heretics' correspondence? Yes, indeed I have. Splendid. Added to the contributions of Master Leveilleur and Sir Estinian, we now have more than a dozen letters. What have we here? Every one of these pages is a record of the dealings betwixt the Gorgon Mills heretics and their fellow at the Akafa amphitheater. There are requests for foodstuffs, clothing, and all manners of provisions. Iceheart's follower must yet inhabit the ruins we had thought abandoned. Okay. I can't remember what's... Yeah, let's just take this. The Akafa Amphitheater. The very place where you witnessed the manifestation of the primal Shiva, was it not? Yeah, that is in the dungeon. Yeah. Yeah. If that is your destination, the journey will be long indeed. The amphitheater lies on the other side of a treacherous track of ice and snow that cannot swiftly be crossed. Then we must place our faith in the Ethernet. As you may recall, our dear friend Moonbreeder, is that how it's pronounced? Yeah, I think it was. Moonbreeder succeeded in recreating the Akafa beacon after it had been destroyed by Lady Iceheart. At the time, it was assumed that the resultant aetherite would only be temporarily viable, but given that the heretics of Gorgon Mills have seem to have been in regular contact with their brethren at the amphitheater, I wager that it still functions. I suggest we make for the aetherite within Snowcloak without delay. Correct me if I'm wrong, Estinian, but in the course of mapping the Snowcloak tunnels system, a passage was discovered leading out into the Western Highlands, was it not? Might it be possible for us to reach the aetherite from this side of the wall? It should. House Durandera posted a soldier at the Western Highlands entrance after the tunnels were cleared, but they will not deny us entry. Let's go spelunking then. Okay. Into the caves. Oh. This is quite a good exercise for me, actually, since English is not my first language, which should be pretty obvious with my accent. Having like to read and understand at the same time the words that are a bit more complex than usual, than modern English, is quite good. Especially when some words I've never seen it. Trying to pronounce them correctly is fun, let's say. But it's a good exercise it's a very good exercise for reading English more like smoothly. Which is very good, I think. And even then, like it teaches me more words in general, which is always a good thing. You can always use more, let's say, pizzazz in your language, anyways. More ways of describing stuff. Yes. Though I do not expect to be greeted by the primal Shiva, she should nevertheless be prepared for. We should nevertheless be prepared for a frosty reception. The heretics are not like to rejoice at the appearance of uninvited guests, particularly one with our history. Yes. Let's go. Clap some cheeks. Okay, straight to the an impressive structure. I wonder how many ages it has endured. Mayhap you should ask its occupants. They seem a friendly bunch. Dogs of Ishgard. Is it not enough that you banished our beloved saint? Will you not be satisfied until the ice is slick with the last drop of our blood. Stay your weapons. We have come under the flag of parley. I wish only to speak with your mistress, that we might broker a peace. Do you think us fool, boy? Boy! It will take more than an honey-eyed words. Oh no, honeyed. Fuck. It will take more than honeyed words to earn our trust. You will walk with the Dragon Slayer, and we know all too well that what he is capable of. My reputation precedes me. They give us little choice. Come, brothers. May dragon wings bear us to victory. Combat it is. To cite a very poorly dialogued film. It is aggressive negotiations.
Your guard is down.
What the fuck? Nope. Didn't see I was running out of mana. And I fucked up. What? That did not kill him. Shit. One spell.
Focus. Release!
Know your folly.
Easy enough. Admittedly, I'm way over level, but... Fall back, brothers. Retreat to the cinders. What? I see no sign of a Lady Iceheart. Would that be a... would that we could have a question one of them? What? What would you ask? What would you ask that we do not already know? They make for the cinders. And so must we. Even should an ambush await us, it is certain that there will be more heretics to question. The cinders, you say? I confessed the name is unknown to me. Mayhap you would be so good as enlighten us. Estinian. I suspect it is heretics. The heretics' way to referring of the Dreaming Dragon, an island of sorts found in the midst of the frozen lake of Ashpool. Some 500 years ago in the past, it is told that the Azure Dragoon of the age fought a dragon of titanic proportions. I'm taking this old man's voice to tell a tale because I find it very funny. After the savage struggle, the mighty creature was weakened unto the point of death, and forced into a magicked slumber by an entire chapter of the Holy See sorcerer. Ere long, a rain of ash and cinders did begin to fall upon the sleeping serpent's motionless form, covering the creature at length in a shroud of grey. Of course, a thick layer of ice has since formed on top of it, but you may be sure I speak true. Yes. A fascinating tale. We should make haste for the Ashen Isle. Estinian, the old fighter, who does somersault at 80,000 years old, because he is a dragoon. The Dreaming Dragon lies far to the west. Before we approach the frozen beast, however, there is another place I would visit first. I am told the convictors have set up camp in Twin Pools. Their leader, Gentelot. Okay, seems okay. Lancelot, a lot. May have information of use for us. Ah, but mayhap you are not familiar with that name either. The convictors are dragon slayers, after a fashion, but I am willing to wager that they encounter their fair share of heretics. If we are indeed walking into a trap, I would learn all there is to know about her foe. Yeah. A sound suggestion. Let us speak with these convictors and temper our haste with a measure of caution. Where do I have to go now? Go to the other side of the fuck. No. I can't even fly. Why did they have to put this mission inside of a crevice? Can I go up on the other side of the bridge? Yes, but... Yes. Yeah, it takes me back here, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's the way up. But I think I've shot myself in the foot on this one. Probably was just faster to go up onto the other side. Maybe not actually. But anyways. What are we? Yeah. What? The fuck was that dodgy invisible wall? Please game. Sir. And that's where I have my job quest. Well, what do we have here? What do we have here? Hoping to join the esteemed ranks of the convictors, are we? The hard-eyed lass looks promising, but you have a frail look about you, boy. I give you 3 days ere the wilds claim your corpse. I beg your pardon. What? What? Be not so quick to judge. I have seen this frail youth fell heretics with a flick of his wrist. And who are you to question by the Fury? Whoa. That armor, that lance, the azure dragon himself graces our camp. Pray forgive my disrespect, sir. I am Gentilot, leader of the Convictors and fellow slayer of dragons. May I ask what winds, fair or foul, carry you into our humble camp? Ah, Lady Iceheart it is. Is it? I know her by reputation, but I am afraid I've seen a note of her or her people. That said, my own men can be, sorry. That said, my own fuck, English. My own men can be, somewhat lax when it comes to making reports. You may wish to question them yourselves. Thank you, we shall. Estinian, let us make our way through the camp and see what information there is to be had. He gives a blue quest. Okay. Surely one of these people will have encountered heretics while out hunting. Pray speak with as many as you can. Okay. Looking for the heretics, you say? Why don't you go and bother the Pierricate? And go bother Pierricate or someone? What the fuck is that name? I've enough trouble keeping these preening fops fed and closed as it is. It is no business of mine what folk do with themselves out there in the wilds. Okay. Are there any heretics in the area? I have not the faintest idea. Why a heretic could pass under my very nose, and I should be none the wiser. I hunt dragons, my dear lady, the big ones. Forever I do scan the skies for signs of my prey. I care not for the miserable creatures that scurry upon the ground. Okay. Nay, I know of no heretics. Do you honestly expect me to keep track of every... Fuck. Rythmo, Vermont and Bertenant that wanders in and out of the camp. Just, yeah. These names are too hard to pronounce with English accent. Okay. Sumat? Is that a name? Is that a word? I don't know. Is that like an exotic phrase I'm not aware of, or a saying I'm not aware of? Sumat, can I help you? Sumat, can I help you with? It has to be like a maybe in another language or something like this. He basically said, "What can I help you with?" That's the important thing. Heretics, is it? Well, I've never seen one myself. Myself. Oh. I've never seen one myself. Sorry. Fucking laughing at my own jokes. But that ain't no to say I haven't heard a thing or two. We would be grateful for any information you can share with us. The gods know we've gleaned precious little from talking to the rest of these people. If it pleases me, lord, I'm Pierricate, a soldier by trade, though not much of one, if I'm honest. We weren't for... If it weren't for the love of the stabbing folk that I look up to the spears... I did not get a single word. I did not understand a single fucking word that I just read. Okay, concentrate. No, it was by order of Sir Jancelot's father. Still, as long as they keep paying my me wages, as long as they keep paying me wages, I ain't fussy. No, that fucking really disturbed me. It ain't fussy. I ain't fussy as to what they have me do. Not everyone's as patient as me. Plenty of lowborn lads who get pressed into service start grumbling before they've seen their second battle. And once they've got to thinking how unfair it all is, it don't take much for the heretics to turn their heads. Okay. From what I hear, a simple promise of freedom tends to do it. So, deserters. That may well explain how Lady Iceheart was able to expand her following so swiftly. Sad to say, some mates of mine gobbled down the heretics tribe, and asked for seconds. Told me they were off to the Western Highlands to light a signal fire. That's how you let the heretics know you're serious about joining their ranks, apparently. Send up some purple smoke, and the bastards come to you. Is that so? Why then? I am minded to start a fire. Fucking fire starter. What's this? Ether currents. Okay. If we are to lure our foes into our position, then we must find a means of producing the signal. A signal of purple hue. As it so happens, I once heard of a tale of a trapper who dropped the hide of a woolly yak onto his campfire. Aside from terrible stench, the story also described in detail how the smoke from the smothered flame was a tinge of deep violet. You are a monster hunter of some note. Are you not? It would prove as a trifling task for you to procure a number of these of hides. We may need to burn more than one ere the heretics notice our beacon. Master Alphino. You and I shall gather wood for the fire. Aye, it will take the both of us to find enough dry fuel in this frozen wasteland. Let us meet again at the Dreaming Dragon with the fruits of our labor. Let's go. Hunting some fucking yaks. Oh, Jesus Christ. I have a terrible hiccup. Jesus Christ, that's a big... He's a big lad. Okay. Yeah, I really think some of the monsters in this, well, in Final Fantasy in general have a really good design, but some of them are quite shitty. What is this? Oh. And this, fuck. Yeah. I mean, it's. I guess it's a classic fantasy game. You get like it's like inspired from all the Dragon Quests and all of the Secrets of Mana and stuff that came before it, but I mean it's the slime enemies are quite uninspired, somewhat. It would seem that collecting firewood is a new experience for Master Earth. His must have been a privileged upbringing. Have you the hides we need? Yes. There you go, sir. A good sir.
Ah, I should have known it would be you. Word reached me of a struggle with a small but well-armed band of trespassers. Forgive my comrades their hostility. Few come here uninvited, and fewer still with good intent. Now, tell me why you are here.
Well, I wouldn't say it's a good intent. More of a... let's go straight to the point.
So, you seek to stem the Dravanian tide with talk? A romantic notion. If you but knew the truth, the spark which lit the flames of this animosity, you would understand the futility of your quest. Shall I relate it to you? The sordid history my gift has shown me. That which the Holy See has taken such pains to suppress.
Yeah, why not? Let's go, flashback. Story time.
'Twas more than a millennium past when an Elezen tribe first sought to claim the lands of Kurthas as its home.
I'm guessing the Elezen is the race of the well, gonna guess the elves. The elf people of Kurthas.
Unfortunately for them, Kurthas was already home to dragonkind, and they were not inclined to make way for the invaders. Thus did a bloody war begin. A war which might well have rumbled on until one or the other side was exterminated, had it not been for the resolve of a single woman. That woman's name was Shiva. While those around her fought and died, she attempted to parley with the dragons, and in so doing discovered them to be possessed of profound intelligence and reason. The great worm Hraesvelgar, in particular, so enchanted Shiva that she found herself growing to love the creature, whom her people considered a monster. In the eyes of a near-immortal dragon, however, the fleeting life of an Elezen is as that of a freshly cut rose. Scarce has the flower bloomed before it begins to fade and wither. Such melancholy musings plagued Hraesvelga, who had found in Shiva an unexpected and beloved soulmate. He knew that all too soon, death would snatch her away from him. Unable to bear the thought of their separation, the maid bid the worm consume her, that their spirits might be entwined for eternity. Though loath to perform the deed, Hraesvelga ultimately gave in to her plea, and soon thereafter the tale of their ill-fated love spread throughout the two warring factions. No more could they raise blade or claw against one another, knowing that the souls of their kin were so inextricably bound. In the days that followed, man and dragon learned to live in harmony, and together built a nation unlike any the world had ever known. For 200 years did this blissful age of peace continue, as it would to this day, had vilest envy not stirred in the hearts of the Elezen. It is said that worms owe their longevity to the boundless reserves of vitality found within their eyes. And 'twas in this belief that a traitorous band of knights deceived their allies of some 2 centuries, and took by force that which they coveted. Nidhogg, he who now stands poised to unleash his wormlings upon Ishgard, was the great dragon who lost an eye to Elezen treachery. And until he prizes it from the hands of the traitor's progeny, no amount of conciliatory words will stay his fury.
You are wrong, Lady Iceheart. Lest you misunderstand, I do not doubt your vision of the past. 'Tis true that Nidhogg greatly desired to reclaim the Eye. Indeed, it was for that very reason that I kept it with me as I roamed the land, attempting to draw him away from the city.
Good gods!
Until recently, Nidhogg seemed unable to resist its allure and pursued me relentlessly. Needless to say, that is no longer the case. Now, it would seem, he has fixed his attention on Ishgard itself, though he knows full well the Eye does not reside there.
You believe he targets the capital for another reason?
I believe reason has all but left him. Through the Eye, I feel much of what Nidhogg feels, and the dragon's thirst for vengeance will not be quenched by aught less than a sea of blood.
If Nidhogg is indeed lost to reason, might we not seek an audience with Hraesvelga instead? He has thus far shown no inclination to aid in the invasion of Ishgard, and may yet welcome our efforts to broker a peace.
You still believe that a peaceable solution can be found? Our road will lead us to Dravania, the homeland of dragonkind. There we shall ascend unto the clouds, where Hraesvelga resides.
Oh, that's been a while. What?
Is autumn mist, my friend? I sense the many battles are beginning to take their toll. Rest a while, and should you lose sight of us, Dravania lies beyond the mountains to the west.
Curious. The vestiges of thy mistress's blessing are not as faint as once they were. Thy will to succeed grants thee unusual fortitude. But will it be enough?
Yay. No gear. Yeah, it was her. Pray address me as Izali. Yeah. If you wish. It is passing strange. It is not that fate should bring us together thus. Never did I think to walk alongside the warrior of light. But history is full of such unexpected alliances. Shall we make our way into Dravania then? The chill of the western highlands is unrelenting, and I would sooner be under the sheltering canopy of the Chocobo forest. I do like forests. Okay. So I'm gonna just go, yeah.
Beyond Abalathia's spine, the great mountain range that spans the continent of Aldenard from east to west. Into the deepening shadows of Som-Al, where lies the ancient home of dragonkind. To a land where the soil slithers and the skies seethe with sinuous shapes, they came.
Okay. Cool. We now stand to the threshold of Dravania. The path to Som-Al will take us far to the west beyond the embrace of the forest's branch. It will be a long and demanding journey. Might I suggest that we take our rest at the village up ahead and see that we are properly provisioned. There is a village here, but I thought these lands are the sole domain of Dragonkin. Why would anyone choose to live in so perilous place? The wild chocobos. The tail feather was built by hunters, who make their living capturing and selling the beasts. Their leader, Marchand, is an acquaintance of mine. Being a gregarious sort, he will no doubt welcome our arrival. Yes. I think I know what gregarious means. Maybe. And he will also possess more recent knowledge of the road we seek to travel. I trust there are no objections. Only to this careless chatter. If we are to meet this acquaintance of yours, let us do it before Ishkal burns. Damn. Mr. Grumpy, I see. Yes. So can I... Can I use the, this? Southwest. No, just go. Just gonna go to the village. I mean, at least the music is cool here. Well, turn my hide. Okay, turn my hide and call me Leatherface. We have visitors. Oh, and if it ain't the lovely Isali. Don't know how that's pronounced. It's been too long, girl. That it has, Master Strong. That it has. My companions and I are on a pilgrimage to Somal. Might we stay in Telfeather a while and prepare for the next leg of our journey? Of course, of course. Stay as long as you like. In fact, I wouldn't suggest leaving the forest at all. The dragons have been absolutely bleeding murderous of late. Forgive me, sir, but I am not sure I understand. Do the dragons not bother you here in the forest? Bother it? Bother us? Did Asaeli not explain things to you, boy? You've seen them towering kelm trees all about, haven't you? If you were flying above the canopy, you'd barely be able to see the ground. And as you'd expect, the local wildlife is canny enough to stay hidden beneath the leaves. Which is why the dragon do their hunting elsewhere, and can do ours in peace. I see, thank you for the explanation. You're welcome. Now, I know I won't stop Asaeli here, but the dragons ain't the only thing that you'll need to keep an eye out for, especially if you're set on heading west. Okay. Meh. It's actually shittier than mine, I believe, but well. I dare say you're wondering what could possibly be worse than dragons, eh? Well, I'll tell you. Bloody Gnoth. Okay. Gnoth. They're what you might get if you cross an antling with a megalo crab. and taught the thing how to walk on two legs. Okay. They never used to stray far from their hives out of fear of the dragons, but they've gotten a lot more aggressive of late, sending out war parties of moms in all their directions. They've even taken to harassing the Dravanians in their own lairs, if you can believe it. And when they venture into the forest, which is more and more, by the way, they certainly ain't afraid to come after my lot. I can only imagine how much worse it'd be closer to the Gnoth's home territory. Okay. I'm having very much trouble to read tonight. It would seem that much has changed in Dravania. The Gnoth were not wont to cause such a strife when I lived here. You lived here in Dravania? Aye, it was in the time following the calamity. My family was dead, my home was gone, and I had fled from the bitter cold into these lands. I knew not the path of the forest then, and wandered out from under the protection of its boats. Don't know that word. That was when I chanced upon the dragon. He had descended from his mountain to hunt for food. My exhausted mind could not contend with the sight of the majestic worm, nor the vision of the past of the past, his presence visited upon me. Thankfully, Master Chant found my unconscious form at the edge of the trees and nursed me back to health. And in Tailfeather I remained for some time. Hence your familiarity with the locals. But I interrupted you. You were saying these Gnoth were once peaceful people. Peaceful would not be the most fitting description. They are a fiercely territorial tribe, and any who intrudes upon their domain are attacked without hesitation or quarter. Outside the borders of their homeland, however, they are rarely hostile. Indeed, we were even able to trade with them on occasions. They have changed then. What of it? We have not the time to creep through the underbrush on some roundabout route. I say we make straight for Somal and crush any unruly insect we meet underfoot. A more direct path then. Very well. Let us first follow the trail west out of the forest and make for the statue of the Stained One. From there, we should have a fair view of the roads that leads us to Somal. That leads to Somal. Shall we? Terrible reading. I can feel my concentration decreasing. Yes. Yeah, this is one of the big downsides to play video games and have to read out loud after a whole day of work. Concentration is not the best. But it trains me, it trains me. So, somewhat looking. Oh, their design is very weird. They have weird legs, like what is it called? Reverse jointed legs or stuff like this. Just like the rear legs of dogs and many other animals. Don't really like the mechanic of having to discover all the map. I hope it doesn't stay throughout the other expansions. Should we chance to meet Master Chang again, remind me to thank him. Had he not warned us to expect the Gnoth, I doubt we would be standing here. Amid ruins that would be tentatively describing as Ishgardian. The style, if not quite identical, betrays a definite resemblance. You have a scholar's eye, Master Arthino. The structure is, in fact, over 1,000 years old. It is a remain of the age when our ancestors and dragonkind lived together in peace. You claim this is evidence of a harmonious past. I was taught that these buildings were constructed by heretics in honor of our Dravanian masters. This rubble inspires no such awe to me. Stubborn fool, how desperately you cling to the false teaching of your beloved Holy See. Enough, both of you. You threaten the success of our mission with this incessant squabbling. Pray reason with these two. Truth of the past will be revealed. Yes. Quiet. Lest you forget, our goal is to prevent war which will claim the lives of Dravanians and Ishgardians alike. We are not, if we are not to accomplish these, if we are not to accomplish this, you must learn to tolerate each other's presence. Trust in Aetin's gift. In time, the secrets of our history will be brought to light, and let that be enough, Estinian. You would have me keep my counsel until Aetin's vision confirms the truth? Very well, but bait me not. Our meeting with the dragon will likely provide the catalyst Aetin's gifts requires, as did mine. Let us press on. Okay, more money. Spy you the three great towers to the west. Ishgardians know them as Annex Trine. The place serves as a roost for the dragon's lesser kindred. If we are to reach the peak of Somal, then we must first beseech these dragons to open the way. But do not be disheartened. The one who leads them is a friend. Of rather more concern is the disposition of the Gnoth. Let us survey the approach to the tower and see if the path is clear. Yes. Okay. It is as I feared. The road ahead is teeming with with soldiers. Master Jean did not exaggerate then. These beastmen have grown brazen indeed, if they would threaten the dragon so openly. Do they intend to assault the lair itself? I pray they do not. Mighty though the my Dravanian friends are, they are yet vulnerable to the Gnath muskets. There is no route to save the one before us. Should the beastmen offer battle, we have no choice but to accept. There's battle then. To battle. Oh. I take no pleasure in killing the Gnath. It was to avoid bloodshed that I agreed to join you on this journey. Well, it cannot be helped. We may proceed into the courtyard together, but leave the task of hailing its occupants to me. Okay, and keep your lance in your back, dragoon. On my word, on my word to the warrior of light, I shall start no fight, only finish it. Truly, you truly are beyond salvation. Come on then.
Vidofnir!
Bless you.
Ah, 'tis thee, little one. From above I did mistake thee for a Gnath. 'Tis well I chanced to look again, or thou wouldst now be ash.
Dear Vidofnir, how I have missed you. Would that I had come sooner, and not out of dire necessity.
Thou art troubled. Speak that I might know thy plight. Thou wouldst have father admonish his brood brother.
I would end this war without further bloodshed.
How am I to believe thee, little one, when thine own companion beareth Nidhogg's stolen eye?
Oh shit. How do I...
Have care, dragon, or I shall gouge out one of yours.
You forget yourself, sir. We are here on a mission of peace.
My sires will forbiddeth me from inviting discord to our home. 'Tis for this reason and no other that thou still drawest breath, knight.
Vidofnir, please. We must be allowed to convey our intentions to Hraesvelgar in person, with words of our own choosing. Grant us this favor, and open the way to Som Al.
Thou hast ever been welcome, little one. But I cannot grant thy wish. I am bound to remain here, and protect my kin from the Nath's god.
The Nath have summoned a primal.
Pray excuse my forwardness, but if we were to eliminate the threat to your territory, would you consent to Lady Izel's request?
Ha! Dost thou imagine thyself equal to the task? To succeed where dragons have failed? 'Tis beyond thee, mortal. But thou art welcome to try, nonetheless. Only know that idle promises shall avail thee naught.
Well, primal shouldn't be very difficult.
It would seem we have no choice but to make good on Alphino's offer. Why must our every bid for peace breed yet more war?
Okay, how do I, Beautiful music. So the Gnath have summoned their god, and thus is the mystery of their newfound belligerence laid to rest. Are you not glad, Lady Iceheart? I thought you would applaud them for summoning a primal to further their own ends. After all, you did. I did not reach out to Saint Shiva to further my own ends. I desired her strength only to forge a new peace between man and dragon. But what a fool I am to speak of peace to you, a bloodthirsty savage who murders without thought or compunction. Enough, enough, I say. If the Gnoth have truly brought forth their deity from the ether, we must face it together and watch our hopes fall apart. All now rest upon the Primal's defeat. But ere we think of confronting it, we must first study its origins. What is the nature of this god, and what manner of faith sustains its existence? My apologies. You're right, of course. Let us return to Tailfeather. Jesus fucking Christ! We know what it is, okay. Can I go and tune to this crystal? Apparently yes. Good, good. And good, good. Well, I can just teleport. Teleport back. Zbing. Okay. Oh, back already, are we? Met the Gnoth, you did? Did you? Sorry. And what is it you'd like to... Shut the fuck up. Summon the Primal, you say? Seven hells. Well, I don't know a bugger all about Gnath religion, if I'm honest. Beyond their trading habits, there never seemed to be much point asking. But it shouldn't be that hard to find out. From time to time, a barter with a small hive to the north and west of here, outcasts from the main tribe, from what I understand. But a wee barter. I reckon they'd be willing to tell you about it themselves, if you give them the right incentives. That sounds promising. What exactly would the Gnath consider to be the right incentives? Oh, nothing your average hunter couldn't scrunch up in a day or two. But seeing as you're in a hurry, you might want to divide the chores amongst yourself. You'll want a good-sized jar of Lantrap's nectar, a basket of column tree fruit, and, always a Gnath's favorite, a generous portion of young Nunca flesh. I shall gather the fruit, leaping to the lower branch of these forest giants. Should present little challenge to me. I'll collect the nectar with Master Alfino. Arcane assistance, okay. And that leaves me with the flesh. Once you've got everything together, you'll need to set it down. You'll need to set it down at what we call the trading post. I'll mark it at the spot. I'll mark the spot on the map for you. Okay. Okay, let's go. Yes, there is. Can I go out from here? Nope. Is bad village, the village design. Only one place to enter, and can I go out? Should just teleport to here. I don't want to. I really don't want to go all the way around. Yes. That was a good decision. Probably. Was able to get her, okay. Of course. Yes. Okay. Well, everything appears to be in order. Assuming no one has any objections to my choice of presentation, I shall place our offerings at the trading post as instructed. Were I of the Gnath, I think I would suitably be suitably impressed. Okay, so the trading post is just like here in the open. Well, how long must we wait? Should we have sounded the signal or some such? Calm yourself, Master Alfino. Our offerings has not gone unnoticed. They remind me of something, but... Click, click. Long has it been since Hunter last came to trade, bearing gifts, all filled the air with such delightful scents. Lantrap nectar, column tree fruit, and nanka flesh. What delectable foods have you brought us? Our meager existence is much enriched by your bounty. Come, hunters, come to our hive if you would trade. Cramped and stifling our homes are, but the rancid incense keep the dragons at bay. Okay, so it just smells bad. But better leave in stench than be cracked and crunched by dragon jaws, yes? Come, it's not far. They remind me of like some kind of Star Wars creature. Or maybe something that could go into it could be like a Kenshi monster. Yeah. Your presence has been announced to the storyteller. You must speak to our chosen leader in words. We are Vath. We are the non-mind. Welcome to our hives, Under. You have brought delicacies much sought after by our people. And we are much pleased. What would you have in return? Honored elder, pray allow me to begin by thanking you for welcoming us into your home, and for accepting our humble offerings. My companions and I are come in search of knowledge, specifically knowledge of your people's god. Knowledge alone. What strange hunters you are! But if it is words you desire, then words you shall have. We are the Vath, the non-mind, and to speak is our fate. You will hear the tale of the Gnast gods, of the god of the one mind summoned into our midst. The one mind. These are the Gnast who reside in the main colony. Yes, they are one, connected. But let us begin the story at its beginning. Oh, Jesus, it's gonna make me read all the fucking thing. Ah, just let me drink. Okay. Oh. Some moons ago, a single dragon flew in from the east, bleeding and weak. It fell from the sky and into the hive, where it was swarmed by my brethren. And with spears and spells and musket, the dragon was slain. It was likely one that had fled battle with my kinsmen. I would commend you for finishing the job. Shut the fuck up, Estinian. Dragons are fierce and terrible adversaries. The One Mind would always cower in there when their winged shadow passed over the ground. But no longer. They had learned that a battle-weary Dravenian was easy prey. Thus did the Overmind, decide to heed the words of the black-robed men. The One Mind would call forth our god and unleash his blade upon the dragons. Dravanian lands would become Gnath lands, and ever larger would grow our domain. But our god ever hungers. The price he demands in crystals far exceeds the reward for this war. We of the Vath despise and revile his insatiable existence. Okay. So you basically are a I got another ring. Spell speed, direct hit. Yep. There we go. Okay. Now. I call upon the power of the primal for the greater good, conscious all the while that I do so at grave cost to the land. I reason that it is a necessary evil and willingly shoulder my burden, the burden of my sin. In suggesting that such crimes can be justified, you may argue that I presume too much, but you must surely see that I am aware of the magnitude of my transgression. Not so the Gnath. They summon their deity for no greater purpose than to expand their dominion. To a scion of the Seventh Dawn, one sworn to eliminate the primal's threat, the decisions you draw seems questionable at best. The distinction you draw seems questionable at best. But the fact remains that my own grandfather risked unleashing the power of the 12 in an attempt to prevent the calamity. Thus, while I may not condone your action, at least I understand them. Not so the Gnath, as you so rightly put it. If they truly seek naught but territorial gain, I can only conclude that they are ignorant of the ruinous consequences of their god's insatiable appetites. The longer the primal is suffered to exist, the greater the suffering it will cause. It must be destroyed. How lightly you propose the destruction of this god, Master Alphino, a being of whom we know not. Has it occurred to you that you may be sending the warrior of light to her death? No, I... You have the right of a Destinian. It would seem that... it is I who am guilty of presuming too much. Pray forgive me. I do not fear my duty. Wait. Need not to face this foe alone. Like her, I am blessed with the Echo's protection, and may do battle without fear. Of primal influence. Let me bear this burden. Ha! Do you truly imagine yourself second to a second warrior of light? A second warrior of light. Remind me, how many primals have you faced, my lady? Not that it matters. We know not where this god resides, or how to challenge it, unless you mean to pray until it appears. Estinian makes a valid point, for once. Let us speak with the Vath, and learn how best to secure an audience with their deity. In this, at least, I may be of assistance. The young lord certainly appears eager to prove his worth. Okay. So I just need to talk with all of them. Okay. Okay, I will bring you more meat. It's quite a shame that the classically boring MMO quests catch up with the game in such a manner, because it has quite a good story. Like, for overall, it's quite well written, in my opinion. So these quests are a bit meh on the underside. It's just like taking too long to do something. Like there's too much obstacles. It always seems like the objectives are being postponed by some obscure reason, or like some kind of Deus Ex Machina. Yes. Shit. Didn't mean to do this. Yeah. From what I understand, the king-like overmind sits as the center of the Gnash society, and its presence somewhat allows its subject to communicate without the need of word of gesture. It is a hive mind, okay. These Gnath, the ones who inhabit the larger hive, are known as the One Mind. Okay. Those who reside in a similar hive, where the vast or the non-mind, who, for reasons that escapes me, been exclusive to the teleported bond. Okay. And of further nature, and of the nature of their gods. In summary, we have wasted our time. Not so. Perilous though it may be, the Vas did furnish us with one certain method of approaching the primal, as sacrifices. Should we allow ourselves to be captured in the environs of the colony, the Gnas will bring us to their deity to make an offering of our souls. Bait time. Let's go. Yes, yes. You don't need to read, I only know what's gonna happen. And I am getting quite bored with all of these side objectives. What? Oh. Blind. Oh yeah, this is okay. This is the thing. Is it gonna be a dungeon? Probably not. Provoke the Gnath drone and eliminate any resistance. Nah, it's not gonna be a dungeon. It's just like a regular mission. Or like quest. Oh no. I am being attacked. The Overmind must now be aware of our intrusion. Let us press on into the hive and ensure that we have our host's undivided attention. Okay, that I know how to do. Don't worry. Killing innocent people. Let's just go and grab this, even though I'm still unsure of what it does. It appears I am going to die. Yep. Oh shit. This is closer, yes. It's truly a life lesson. By wanting to save an enormous amount of time, I ended up losing it all. Yes. Story of my fucking life. As I am feeling more and more tired, and I mean, I still do have to go and work tomorrow. I think we'll continue just for a little while. Maybe finish this quest and we'll leave it at that for today. I was also pondering streaming Fridays in addition to Tuesday and Thursdays. But yeah, I haven't made up my mind yet on that particular matter. So I don't know if I'll go through with it for now. Not gonna make the same mistake as earlier. I'll just render the day this time. There we go. Now. That should be sufficient. If we did not have our host full attention before, we must surely have it now. Our audience with Primal may be granted soon after our capture. Pray advise me once you have steeled your mind for the battle. Let's go right now, baby. Let's go tell God. Yes. Hold here, Aitana. Well, when next the Gnath come, we offer no resistance. Surrender, intruder. There is no escape. Just cast a giant fireball. Kill them all. Enough, we surrender. We throw ourselves upon the mercy of your god. I really like the design of their legs. It was quite cool. The reverse joint thing. Always makes for a very interesting shapes. Ooh. They seem eager to proceed. Good. When they take us before their lord, pray leave matters to me. If what I know of summoning rituals holds true, I shall be well placed to act. Mark the sound of the river rushing through the ravines behind us, passing loud, is it not? I imagine the noise would serve to mask our escape should we need to withdraw temporarily. But you are prepared for this, are you not? I do hope so. If it were to be dragged away if I were to be dragged away for sacrifice while you were haggling over the price of potions, I should not be amused. Okay. Let's go then. Enter the inner chamber. Chambre. Oui.
Now we have but to wait.
Yes, and I will take this occasion to go and close the window. And make you wait. Ah.
O Lord Ravana, master of the sacred blades, wrath of the colony, conqueror of the world, hear our prayer. Pray grant unto your devoted children the gift of your divine presence.
He comes.
Whoa, cool design.
All strength to the colony. Speak and I shall listen. Oh, glorious General, we have captured intruders and would make unto you an offering of their life's blood. These feeble fleshlings dared to invade Natlands.
Hear me, Lord Ravana. My companion and I did not come to contest your children's territory. We wished only to learn the reason you wage war against the dragons.
Thou wouldst flirt with death merely to satisfy thy curiosity. Wherefore should the glorious conquests of the Nath concern thee so, Elezen? Ah, mayhap thine own kind struggle against the worms fareth poorly, and thou art desirous of a pact.
We crave no alliance, Lord Ravana. Only peace. We would bring an end to our war with the dragons. Yet so long as they remain embroiled in this conflict with your children, our goal shall remain out of reach. Never before have the Nath risen up in such numbers, and never yet with you at their head. Why do you lead them to war?
Thy question hath no meaning. To live is but to fight. Long have my children waited, gathering their strength in the shadow of thy ceaseless conflict. The Nath would see the Dravanians slain, and their territory secured. And by such fervent prayers am I now given form and purpose.
As I feared, your very existence is an obstacle to our goal. Since you are so fond of fighting, we challenge you, Lord of the Nath. And should we emerge the victors, I would have you swear to withdraw your soldiers from Dravanian soil.
proud indeed to risk thy fleshy hide so readily.
So well.
Very well. I, Ravana, fourfold master of the blade, do accept thy challenge. But should I emerge the victor, I would have thee swear to serve in mine army till thy last breath is spent.
I do. And I believe the first bout is mine.
Is she gonna turn into Shiva? Dying.
What is this? A god clad in flesh?
Is aught amiss, my lord? Thou wilt not break thy word, I trust.
Mine oath is unbending as steel, little goddess. Thy ruse will but add to mine enjoyment.
Do we get to fight? Or is it just a cool cinematic? Oh. Stacked.
I thought myself stronger. Mayhap with more crystals?
Well, that was useful.
Be thou god or maid, thou art nothing to me. And what of thee, mortal? Art thou warrior or craven?
We fight.
A warrior, then? Good! Mayhap thou will provide more sport than thy feeble companion.
He was rotating like he was in the inside of a microwave. Ah, it is a dungeon. Okay. So, since I have to queue up, 5 minutes. Okay. We'll wait for a bit, and if it doesn't, if I can't queue properly, we'll end the stream here, and we'll do it first thing tomorrow. Probably, maybe if I decide to stream. Either tomorrow or sometime this weekend. But yeah, this promises a good fight. I have been told that the like all of the primordials have like a certain new pattern after the end of the main quest of the main game of A Realm Reborn. After all the patches and stuff, I can't remember. I think it's like, well, the new Shiva was like the new one, the new pattern of like primordial bosses and stuff, which is okay, I guess. But yeah, I don't really know what to expect because obviously this is my first time doing this dungeon. Oh, sorry. I probably should put some music on, but okay. Let's see what I have. What do I have? Well, let's listen to this. This one. But yeah, queuing for dungeons is the fun part of the game. Yes, yes, very much. It's just like a plain song. Yeah, that's a better one. Ooh. Wait, it's way over the. I think I have new pants too. Yes. Hey, they provide me with more determination. Yes, determination is more damage. Okay. spell speed, direct hit rate. Does it affects the rate at which your physical and magic attacks land direct hits, dealing slightly more damage than normal hits. The higher the value, the higher the frequency. So is this? Oh no, this is not critical hits. Like it's somewhere in between of like a normal hit and a critical hit. Okay. Not 60. Blizzard. Okay, so that upgrades to Thunder 4. Okay, that's and Wizard, okay. High Fire. Triple cast. The next 3 spells will require no cast time. Okay. Between the lines. Move instantly to ley lines drawn by you. Cannot be executed by a wild wound. Okay. And what's Polyglot? Deals unexpected damage while with a potency of 880. And also foul. Water. Okay. Well. We'll leave. Yeah, we'll withdraw in the beauty finder, and we'll leave the stream here for today. I'm glad that I see my new stream settings are working consistently. This way, I can stream at least this game in 1080p, which is more than before. So yeah, I will try and make up my mind for if I want to stream Fridays in addition to Tuesday and Thursdays. But it is not guaranteed. But I'll even if I don't stream tomorrow, I'll keep it in mind. And yeah, so I'll maybe see you tomorrow. If not, I'll probably stream randomly on the weekend, Saturday or Sunday. Sunday afternoon is more likely, though. So yeah, this will be up on YouTube afterwards for you to watch whenever, if you want to rewatch it for some reason. So yeah, thank you for watching, and see you.